Sound check, 1, 2.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
And he knows as soon as he gives it to her, he's gonna give her his heart to her too.
And we'll have kids and get married.
That's too far.
Holy shit.
It is the 1st of August, 2023. My name is Corey Winfield. This is the 217 Recovery Podcast in the North Studio. Joining me, Fabulous. Special guest, dear friend, Justin Burke. Justin, you're fabulous. Got a ride today. It was a long one.
Yeah.
And you listened to the podcast with a guy or person or lady or whoever it may be that was going to wherever they may have been going. And they went sleepy time.
Yeah.
It's like sleepy time tea. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Sleepy time tea. Listen to the podcast and you will go to sleep.
Yeah. It was pretty, podcast wasn't right on point, but he decided to take a little snooze.
A little what?
Snooze?
Oh, I thought you said lose.
No, snooze.
I have to rewind that. I think that might be a drop. But no, and I've had people tell me this a long time ago. I mean, ever since the start is they would listen to us at night, and it's something that they would go to sleep to. And I don't mind that at all.
No.
It means that we have soothing conversations.
Yeah, very.
And somebody might be listening right now going, yeah, that's what I do. I turn on at night and I fall the F to sleep.
Right.
Good for you.
I listened to the Scots too today.
Oh, the Reservation Conversation podcast? Yeah.
That's what really put him to sleep. But I thought it was really good.
Oh, man. Yeah, that the podcast actually really, it is good.
Yeah.
And I'm helping them kind of start it off. And it's called the Reservation Conversation podcast. And you can look it up, Reservation Conversations, in your app store. Get the app. They're not very long podcasts. I think one might be like 20, 25 minutes. The rest are like 10, 15 minutes. But he's talking about different topics, you know, and some of the things that go on, you know, on the reservation, you know, and some of the things that just affect us all in general.
Yeah.
You know, he's talking about drug court, I think the last one.
Yep.
And he's really good. Scott likes to talk.
Yeah, he does. I thought it was interesting. I didn't realize he played such a big factor in the whole drug court type thing about going to different areas and trying to get it started and everything else. Like, I didn't really know much of Scott's story. Like, Scott was a trainer when I took recovery coach classing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was one of the trainers in one of the classes that I took. I don't know if it was actually the recovery coaching or the messaging or the ethics, but in there somewhere he was one of the trainers. So I never really got to know his story very well, but knew him as a person and everything else. And it was kind of nice to hear some of his story today through his podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets into it and he dropped an F-bomb. I was so proud of him.
Yeah.
I told him that the night because we went to he invited us to the baseball game, which we went to, and you went with. And
that was fun.
I told him, I was like, dude, you dropped an F-bomb in there, and I left it. Because why not, you know? And he was talking about mental health and how he goes to see a therapist. And then he said, well, I go see a therapist. He's like, because I'm F'd up. But he dropped the F-bomb, you know?
Yeah, I didn't even really realize it when he said it because it was just so natural. It's not like he emphasized it or anything. It was just a natural flowing F-bomb.
Yeah, which is the best kind of F-bomb if you're going to drop one.
Right.
I've dropped 3 already in this podcast. If you want to go back and listen to it, you can pick them up. Doubt it.
Win a shirt.
Yeah, I lied about that. And speaking of shirts, you have a shirt that you're going to start handing out at your meetings.
Yeah.
And it says fabulous.
That's right.
Which I thought was pretty cool. I know Adam has a shirt for Recovery Dads. Had a guy come in today and ask about that meeting. He's like, what is this Recovery Dads? He's like, I'm a dad. I'm in recovery. And I was like, oh, well, it's on Sundays, 10 a.m., you know, and they talk about dad stuff, you know, like, and it's funny because his daughter, the guy that was talking to me about this, his daughter's 20 or 21.
Wow.
But there's still the things that you have to go through. And he was talking about some of the stuff in the teenage years. And it's like, oh my gosh, that, you know, like there's different levels of daddening.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think I meant fathering, but
Fathering.
You just went with it. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Daddening. Yeah, there's different levels of daddening. That's a new word I just made up, new slang.
I heard it.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah, so if you're daddening out there, best of luck to you, you know, especially with, you know, teenage daughters and then early 20s daughters, and
I know mine's turning 13 in like 18 days.
wow.
Yeah.
Now, did you have the talk with her?
No, my mom did.
Whoa. I would be kind of leery about that, I think. I think I would want to have the talk.
I didn't really want to have the talk with her necessarily.
No, you didn't want to?
No. I feel like my mom did a sophisticated job with it. I didn't hear it, but, you know, at least my daughter would be more receptacle of who was giving her the talk.
Do you think she'd be a little weirded out if it was you, I guess?
Oh, no, not really. I mean, we talk about a lot of different things. Like, we're pretty open, but at the same time, you know, in today's society, someone might misconstrue the talk.
What if you sat down with your ex on Zoom and said, okay, we're going to have this talk with her. Let me know at 7 o'clock, pull me up on Zoom, and I'll just sit in and we'll have the talk.
Yeah, I don't think her mom really wanted to do it neither. I don't know.
Oh, that's when you start with guilt tripping her. Like,
Right.
look, you know, we got to do this. And because there needs to be somebody that kind of gives her the, be careful. Here's what guys will do. Here's what guys will say. Not all guys, you know, some guys are very shy. Some guys are afraid, and other guys are
Not so much.
ruthless, relentless. And I had a guy, he was like, I'm trying to think of who it was. I'll call him out by name if I can remember it. But he was like, look, man, if I hit on every single girl, that's more odds. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get shot down 99% of the time. But that one time, it's all worth it. And he didn't care if he made an ass out of himself. He was trying. Out of his league, he didn't care. I mean, every single person, and I can't remember who it was.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But that was the strategy behind it, was like, look, I'm going to get lucky one of these times. And I was like, yeah, but that's probably not lucky for the girl, you know? And
Right.
I was in stream at this one guy I was saying, and I might have talked about this story on the podcast before, but it was at Turning Point in Grand Rapids. And this guy was like, I don't know what he was doing. He was listening to like gangster rap videos every morning, and it was just getting old, and we would just turn it off, and he couldn't really do much about it because the whole place was like, no, turn that off. But anyway, I was saying that I don't remember anything good that ever happened to me when I was drunk. And little Eminem, little Reese's Pieces got up there, and he was like, yeah, well, a lot of good stuff happened to me when I was drunk. And we all kind of looked at him like, really, dude? And he's like, yeah, man. One time this girl, man, we was drinking. She got real drunk, man. I ended up hooking up with her. And I'm like, dude, that was
fun.
That was probably the worst night of her life. Like
Right.
her walk of shame that next day or whatever it was. Like she was probably like had to get tested. And I mean, it was probably a very scary ordeal for her. And hopefully that stopped her from ever using drugs or drinking anymore.
Right.
But it's like, dude, like seriously, like that doesn't even qualify as a good, something good that happened to your life, you know, like
Right.
someone needs to see. That's what I'm saying. Like these conversations, you know, should be had with the young women of this world, you know, or young, whatever you want to call yourselves. Like just because the other young, whatever they want to call themselves now, some, like I said, some are scary or some are scared. Some are scary. Some are peer pressured into doing more stuff than what they want to do. And, you know, some of these kids too, people are molested when they're young.
Right.
And studies show, and of course I'm not a doctor or a therapist or anything like that, but I have read some stuff, and studies show that people that are molested have that tendency to be more
Aggressive.
or they're exploring more and,
Right.
and way faster than others are. So it's just like, you gotta be careful, man. Watch your kids and be the parent.
Right.
You know, and when you're in recovery, you might think, oh man, I screwed up. I wasn't there as much as I should be or should have been. Well, you got today, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you sober now? Like, let's start now. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, exactly.
You don't have to beat yourself up for the last 5 years. Like, if you haven't seen your kid in 5 years, okay, well, make that phone call, write that letter, make that connection if you need to. And they'll be 18 one day, and they'll be 20 and 25 and 30. And you'll have grandkids. Like, I think people get caught up on the whole, oh no, I missed 4 years of my child's life. Well, are you getting better so that you can be there for the rest of their child's life?
Right.
Because that 18 years goes by quick. And if you really want to think about it, it's only like 13 or 14. After that, they don't want nothing to do with your ass anyway. I talked about this already, like being the grandparent. I think we talked about it on a podcast.
Yeah.
And how like the great grandparent like probably hates life and is like, ugh. Like, these kids don't even know me or like me. I can't remember their damn names, and they don't want nothing to do with me.
Right. I just give them money every year for their birthday and Christmas.
Yeah, like F that. So, yeah, that's just such a short part. And yeah, you missed it if you did miss it, but can't do nothing about that. Pick yourself up and do what you can to build that relationship with them now.
Yeah, that's all you can do. I know with me and my daughter, I didn't see her for a couple years, and I didn't hide nothing from her. I told her I was out messing up and getting high and getting drunk and everything else because I wanted to know the real life aspects of real life addiction. So that way she could see how easily it messed me up. And she was old enough to remember it and to realize what I was actually doing. Even though I didn't really use around her, but I wasn't home. I was always gone. So it played a factor in her life, and then she was just kept from me after I got out of treatment and whatnot for a while. So that really messed with her too, knowing that I was wanting to see her and she couldn't see me. Like, we both wanted to see each other, and her mom was just like, no, it ain't going to happen. And I ended up having to take her to court. So, like, for dads out there, like, you have rights. Take them to court.
Don't be scared.
Right.
As long as you're doing what you need to be doing, living that good life. Because some people could probably think, yeah, but my past, or yeah, I did this, or I did. It doesn't matter. It's what are you doing right now?
Right. And that's what the judge told me. He actually commended me for going through treatment and everything else and changing my whole life around. Like, it was really rewarding to hear that.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to end like you think, oh, well, I probably just keep drinking or keep using because it doesn't matter. Or anything. No, it does matter.
Right.
It truly does. And you can change some things around. And, it starts with a therapist. If you need outpatient treatment, you need inpatient treatment. Who knows, but make some phone calls. If you got Medicaid, you got insurance, flip that card around, call that number on there and be like, here's my situation. Here's what I need. A lot of people sometimes are afraid, like they have great insurance that will pay for them to go to like really cool places. Not like California or whatever, Florida's little golfing rehab or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, there's some really nice places that you can go to, but they're too afraid to reach out because, well, first of all, what am I going to say to the person on the other end of the phone?
Right.
I need help. Oh, I don't want to have help. Like, I want to do this on my own, but you're going to need some help. And that's what those places are there for. Before you end up screwing everything up, losing your job, finding yourself in jail, then not having that good insurance, you're going to be like, damn, I wish I would have went when I had the good insurance.
Exactly. I know you brought it up to me last week about how you're going to make it mandatory for all your employees to have a therapist.
Yeah.
Did you let everyone else know?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, like, that should be a number one goal when you get back. We should all have therapists.
Yep. If you're not, you're fired.
Right. Mental health is serious.
How'd you get fired? Well, because I didn't have a therapist. Yep. You're stupid.
Right. And we all go through things.
Yeah, we do. And I was talking to the other day, and they're like, well, I don't need a therapist. And I said, yeah, okay. Yeah, you do.
Probably Mitch.
No, it wasn't Mitch. Mitch knows he needs a therapist. It was, I don't know. It might have been somebody at one of the events we were at. No, it was. It was at disc golf. And it was like, I don't need a therapist. I did like one of those numbers. Actually, I think I did more of, I think it was more of this number.
Man.
Yeah,
Right.
You do. And I started just like talking to him about stuff that he would probably want to talk to a therapist about. And he just kind of looked at me and was like, I was like, and nothing against people that live in their car, but it's not easy living in your car.
No.
I did it. It sucked. It could be done,
Right.
but there's the point where you just get tired of it. Adam, he'll tell you his stories about living in car, and and it's just, you can make it work, man, but it's not fun. It's not cool.
No, not at all. I actually moved to Grand Rapids one time, actually south of Grand Rapids, and my plan was to live in my car because I was just so tired of just living life in the woods, really. I grew up in the wooded area, so I just got tired of it and was like, needed time for a change. And as long as I got a job, that's all that really matters. I can find some place to take a shower, gym, truck stops, whatever.
Planet Fitness should advertise with recovery people.
Yeah, they should. Oh,
$20 is $20, man.
right. But I made it work. Yeah, I ended up finding someone that worked there at the little Taco Bell I was working at, and who had a room, and so I ended up renting a room from them for a while. It worked out really well.
So that was quite the come up. So you went from the woods to a car to a friend's room.
Yeah,
Or a coworker's room.
right.
Like, damn, you fast tracked it.
Well, it took a little while.
Definitely the car is an upgrade from the woods.
Well, I wasn't necessarily living in the woods.
Oh,
The cabin was out in the woods, though, but, get out of work, go cut firewood, because my buddy didn't plan really well at the time. He never cut firewood till we absolutely needed it. So it was always get out of work, go cut firewood to heat the house for the day. And I just got tired of it. I'm grateful that he let me stay at his house, but at the same time, I got tired of it.
well, that's probably why he let you stay there, is because you're cutting all the wood for him.
Exactly.
Got to earn your keep around here, Justin Burke.
Yep.
There's an axe right over there. Or do you have a wood splitter?
No, there's an axe.
Damn, dude.
I know. Rough
Yeah,
life.
car is way better than that. Not trying to do none of that.
No.
Did you have to shoot your own food and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, dude. Were you poaching?
Allegedly,
There
we
you
all
go.
had tags.
Allegedly. I love that word. So
With air quotes.
back to your shirt.
Yeah.
We started with this. It says fabulous on it. And people that come to your meeting, and I even heard that if people join on Zoom, they'll be entered into a drawing or something to win a fabulous t-shirt. And there's two different versions of it, and we don't know which one we like better. One of them says, "My life in recovery is," and then it says fabulous in big words. And the other one just says
Fabulous.
fabulous. So
I think I like the first idea better.
my life in recovery is,
Yeah. Fabulous.
yeah, I do too. But we'll see what they look like on the shirt, and it has 217 recovery on the side, so it looks
Yeah.
all right,
And if you go to my page, Living in Recovery, which is the name of my meeting and the name of my page on Facebook, you can also be entered to win a shirt there that way too.
Damn.
I made a little post that says, be the first to like this and you'll be entered in to win a shirt.
So if they're just the first to like it,
Well, I don't remember how I worded it.
I think I screwed that up because I liked it. So everybody else was probably like, well, I lost that contest, damn it.
No, but I think it said be one of the first to like it.
Well, it's a cool shirt. It's a cool meeting. People talking about living in recovery, and that's on Thursdays at 7.
Yeah, it's a little meditation. We don't necessarily do a 12-step or a Dharma practice at all. I just do a little 10, 15-minute meditation, and then we go from there and talk about living life in recovery and seeing what people are actually doing and not doing, and just try to get a little personal and get all up in it.
Oh, you want that drop? Well, we'll see if I can find it.
Would you like to buy a shirt today
Oh my
that
God.
supports recovery?
Yeah, that one.
That one. There's that drop. Yeah, so check it out. Sign up also to win shirts too at 217recovery.com. Somebody did sign up shirt. Oh, and damn it. I was going to start this podcast off with giving some shout outs, but there was a couple people that I noticed. I was putting the video up from the volleyball tournament,
Yeah.
which we got a video and pictures, 217recovery.com. And it's on our Facebook as well. But I was up on the Facebook and I saw two people who started a birthday. What's it called? Birthday raising money,
Okay.
nonprofit stuff. And two people chose 217 Recovery for their birthday nonprofit to raise money for
Really?
and to raise awareness for. Yeah. And one of his name was Matt. He's from Texas. And I was
Awesome.
like, damn, dude. I was like, I didn't say damn, dude. I was like, man, that's awesome. Appreciate the support and supporting, what we're doing, helping people in early recovery. And he said, right on. He's like, I'm in early recovery myself, and I appreciate what you guys do. And like, he's down in Texas.
That's fabulous.
It is. And that was pretty cool. And then there's another woman by the name of Rachel, and she's from Saginaw, and she did too. She started a fundraiser for her birthday to raise money for 217 Recovery. And
That's awesome.
yeah, I got to start looking at that a little more so I can start thanking people. Because
Yeah.
we really do appreciate it. Every once in a while, I'll see something come across and it'll be like, MetaPay has put this much in your account. And it's like, for what? I think I raised like $8 for my birthday fundraiser. Right. Yeah. But I wasn't really going hard in the paint with it either.
No.
But for people that do, though, really appreciate it.
Yeah. That is very nice.
We do our podcast for free. We don't charge anything for our app.
No.
It's like, why? We just want to be another resource, and it helps me stay sober.
Helps me stay sober.
And I haven't done a real podcast in a while. I mean, we've kind of been dicking around here and there. Seems like we were at the golf thing or the disc golf thing. I don't want to call it a golf thing because that's very offensive to golf. And then we did the volleyball tournament.
Yep.
Which was only like 15 minutes long. And I don't know, Tyrone wanted to eat, and it was like, time to shut it down. And I thought we would do another one, but we never did. I started playing with the drone.
That's what happened.
I mean, I wasn't playing with the drone. I started getting footage for the video for the 3 little 10-second clips that I put in there.
It's all right.
It's all right.
The video looks fabulous.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I got to start doing more video and less pictures, I think. But I mean, there were so many pictures, man.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't-
Jeremy took a lot.
Yeah, and I didn't put all the pictures on the video because like the video was like 2 minutes long, and I wanted to keep it around 35, 40 seconds, but there was just so many pictures.
Yeah.
And I only put maybe a third of the pictures that are in the video.
Well,
The rest are online. 217recovery.com, like on the front page. You'll see it up top. It'll say pics. And then there's that little, we used to call it in radio a dynamic lead. It has the thing that rotates up at the top. Like it has a picture of Marnie on it, and it says, for event pictures, click here. You can get there that way too. Yeah. And then for the video, you just scroll down on our website a little bit, and there it is. But how's the blog assignments been going for you?
Oh, pretty easy.
This is
Really.
week 2, and
I come right in. I'm very sneaky about it. You'll be talking to someone, and I'll just come in and sit at my desk and just bust one out real quick. And
whoa, that's gonna be a drop.
and like today, I wrote one out. I published it. Came in, let you know I published it. Walked out to Mitch, and he was like, "I was like, what blog you writing?" Because I already did mine. He goes, "I ain't telling you." I was like, "Well, fine. I ain't telling you what one I did, but you can go online and find out." And it was funny because he was going to write the same thing I wrote about.
Yeah, and a little backstory here. I want the guys to have fun in recovery, and the blog is an extension of us. It's a way for us to get our thoughts, our feelings out there. And sometimes it's hard, to sit here and go, well, I didn't have a bad day, and I don't want to rub it in that I had such a great day, and I don't want to jinx anything either, and sometimes it's hard if you're like second guessing what you're writing about, then it's not going to be genuine. And it's just like, oh man, like I want it to be real genuine. I want it to be like from the heart. And I want it to be intelligent. I want it to be on point. I want it to be topical. It's hard to get all that stuff in there. So
Yeah, it is.
with our website, a lot of people go to our website, and you never know who's going to read something that's going to inspire them. So with my thinking behind that, with you, we have another blog writer now too, which is great. Kevin, you can read his stuff.
Yeah, I have read a few of his blogs. Nice, sweet, short.
Yeah. and it's just something he wants to keep up with every day. But with you guys, I got you on staff, man. I'm paying you monies. So like, let's get them blogs going. And it's not as easy as that. So I figured, here's what we'll do. Make a blog assignment each Monday. I will send out an assignment. I'll give you guys 4 options, and there's 3 of you. So one option is not even going to be used. So wait till the recycle month. It's going to be fun.
The 5th Monday of the month.
Yeah, it'll be something that nobody wrote about. Nobody wanted to. It'll be really interesting.
Yeah. Well,
But it's a fun way for me to pick the topics, and some of them, are the topics and the title. So that's what you have to put the title as, and that's what you got to write about. And yours was why Rappin' Forte, or Rappin' Forte, or why Rappin' Forte is your favorite rapper of all time, something like that.
Something like that.
And you did a pretty good job. You did a little research to it, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Like clearly you don't think Rappin' Forte is the greatest rapper alive, and
No, but he wasn't bad though. I mean, he had to come up through some of the greatest rappers though, like NWA and Tupac, Biggie.
yeah,
Wu-Tang.
yeah. You're a little hard on today's rappers in your blog.
Well, they're mainly mumble rap, and it's all about toting guns and yeah, just not. I don't know. I just don't really care for today's rap really.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. I mean, there's a few rappers that are all right, but, a lot of them are just, I don't know. It's like this new form of rap, and I just don't really care for it. It's not as smooth as like the old rap used to be, the old school that we grew up with.
Yeah, way different. That's for sure.
Yeah,
But you did it.
I did it.
And then Mitch, he wrote his blog too. But it's just a way to, have a little fun with the blogs and give you guys something to write about that's silly that you guys can write about. And so far, it's going pretty well. I'd say I like most of the stuff that you guys have delivered. And Adam's won last week, and it'll be interesting to see what he does this week.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd have to say you're in the lead.
Thank you.
So
Adam's going to pull something out of his sleeve. He always does.
yeah. Yeah, he just kind of reacts to it. Or he doesn't react to it. He waits for it, and then he acts upon whatever.
Right.
It might be easier going last. I don't know. Like you say, you jump right on it. Mitch kind of flows through, and then
Yeah, he thought me, you, and Adam were all in here talking this morning, but didn't even realize I was at my desk listening to some Rappin' Forte. To find out what his music even was. I never even heard of the guy.
how did you start your day? Well, Justin listened to Rappin' Forte.
Yeah, that's how I started my day at work.
Oh my gosh.
But I listened to some of his music and figured out what he was about, and went from there. And wrote a blog.
And then I started playing other songs for you guys, and you didn't know who Onyx was.
Nope.
You ever heard of Naughty by Nature?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Of course you've heard of that one. That group. But yeah, it's just a good way to try something new and have a little fun in recovery, and that's something that we're about.
Yeah.
About that fun life.
Yeah. It was nice to come in and listen to some like calm rap. I don't really know how to say it any other way. Like his beats are calm and relax, and makes you just want to groove to it.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
And apparently I deleted some of Mitch's drops.
Aw,
Don't know how I did that.
that's a shame.
It is a shame.
Man,
It's been kind of hard trying to find a 19, 20-year-old.
What?
what are you talking about?
Mitch, how did he get on the podcast? I don't know. We'll have to get him in here, and maybe we'll get him in here next week to do a podcast. Mitch and Jeremy are going to start a podcast.
Yeah, I seen you ordered some stuff.
Well, that's for me, but I'm not sure if I can use it because when we do videos, and I mean, I guess I could do it in here, but I just don't know if I have enough space. Like if I had someone sit right there which is not the sex couch.
Oh, yeah.
Not
right.
at all. There's no sex on that couch.
It's black and there's no white stains on it. So,
Yeah. It's a interview couch. I could have somebody sit there. I guess there's a couple camera. I could put one where you're at facing that way and one right here facing that way. But then the lights would be kind of a problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And this room is so small.
It is.
I don't know. But I have that boom mic there that I could run and record with. But
my office is pretty small, but I'm sure you could probably do it in there. Got a little bit more room. It's a little more open.
yeah. I don't even know where I'm going with this story.
I don't know. Are we returning the spotlight videos?
Oh yeah. No, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But we're not gonna. I might call it something else. But no, the thing that I ordered, I thought you could plug it in because like I have to run that cord all the way over to the board, and it sounds fine. I had this other little janky little audio box thing that I tried to run it through that. It only records it in mono. It wasn't that good. It sounded like crap. So I got this other thing for like $60, but I can't record into it like the board I have here, which is big. You can record into it. Like I wouldn't need to put it on a computer right away.
Got you.
But I'm looking at it too because Adam and I and you, we're going to start making this video. I think it's going to be called Alcohol So Fun. Yeah, it's going to be very sarcastic. And we were telling stories, Adam and I, the other day about, man, we should like remember this, remember that. Like we should film that. And like brought to you by Jim Beam.
Yeah.
You know, and like until they like sue us or something.
So I never really cared for the hangovers. But you guys said you just wake up and keep drinking.
Well, you'd have to.
And I just couldn't do that.
Because like when we woke up, we were still drunk. And during the day, we'd start getting the shakes. Like that's when the alcohol would start leaving our system and our body would be like, whoa, hold on, I need that to live. Because your body starts thinking that like, hey, you're giving me so much of this stuff. I really need that to function. And your body does. And that's why people die when they withdraw.
Right.
You know, like if someone's like, I'm just going to quit drinking today, or, you know, somebody's mom or dad or sister or whoever takes their bottle away and is like, you're not drinking. And they're like too weak to even get up. And they're just like, they're dying. And like literally they're dying. And the family member thinks, well, I did something. I took that away from them. Like,
You're killing them.
yeah, let's not do that. Let's read some books.
Right.
Let's take him to the hospital. Let's take him to the doctor to figure that out. And then you take him to the hospital and they're like, we're not a detox. And they're like, yeah, but he can die. We're not a detox. Like they don't care.
Right. They really don't. And some of them around here will just give you the detox medicine and be like, here, take these as prescribed for the next few days.
If you have any grand mal seizures, good luck. And
Yeah.
I guess you can come back then. But it's tough, man. It really is. And we were going to make the videos. We had some really good ideas. And, you know, so like having a boom mic would be nice, but I can't lug this thing out there. And I wanted something that was small, which I thought which this is, but then I'd have to somehow connect this to a computer. So I'm like, I don't know if that's really going to work. But then I was thinking, man, I could maybe connect it to my phone, which I do have recording software on my phone.
There you go.
So I still got to play with it and see if it can work. But yeah, Mitch and Jeremy, I was like, yeah, you guys can, you know, try that out. And if you want to buy that from me, you can. You know, it was only like $60, but it's starting a podcast, man. Like if you want to do it right, it can be very time consuming, and it can get expensive. But you're not using, if it's something that keeps you sober, then
Yeah, why not?
it's a win. It's a hobby. It gives you something to do, and so it can help a lot of people. And I think they'll do all right.
Yeah. It'll definitely enlighten you with their podcast.
Yeah, who knows what it's going to be about? That's their podcast, you know.
Right.
It's like nothing to do with 217 recovery. Just me helping them, and yeah, they just happen to work here, but I'm not going to censor them. You know, like they can talk about whatever they want.
Exactly.
Which is what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll let you know when that comes around. I think they're going to try to kick it around for about a month and then kind of flip it over to like this other thing. And we'll tell you all about it one day. So just
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Details will be here before you know it. And so will football.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Injuries piling up already.
I know. We got 10 days till preseason?
Something like that. What do you know? I'll be in Seattle.
Huh.
But the Seahawks, they're not even playing there. Their first preseason game is against Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
I'm playing that one wrong.
Yeah, you did.
But we went to Pittsburgh last year, which is a nice city. It's a nice city. It's kind of small, but big enough.
Didn't you go there like for a wedding or something?
Yes. Yep.
But now you're going to Seattle just to go to Seattle.
Yep.
Doing anything fun while you're in Seattle?
I think we're gonna do maybe
Sexual relationship.
well, of course, probably, but then the Seattle Seahawks. Like, I want to tour their stadium. We're
Right.
gonna try to do the Mariners stadium, but it said their tickets were not available. So I said, "Well, I'm not buying your tickets to your game then, because I really don't care about the Mariners."
Dang.
I know. I don't want to spend 2.5, 3 hours at some baseball game.
Yeah, not a no suite. Actually have to deal with the outside elements.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a dome.
Oh.
Well, they have a roof that is open and shuts and whatever, but retractable. But I don't know. I used to be in baseball a lot, and I was drinking a lot. I'd turn on the Cubs and be like, well, I got to drink because the Cubs are on.
Cubs play all the time.
I mean, all the teams really play all
Yeah.
the time. So, yeah, I don't know. I just have no interest in the baseball team or the team they're playing or just baseball in general. Just don't really care.
You like to commentate for it, though. That was hilarious yesterday.
Oh, at the baseball game?
Yeah.
Was that? Oh, Sunday.
No, that was Sunday, 2
Yeah.
days ago. My bad.
Time's flying, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, it's fun to do that. But man, that game we're at the other day, we'll just gotta say this real quick and we'll be on. But it was the Spitters, not the
Pit
Swallows.
Spitters.
It was the Spitters, the Pitt Spitters, and it's like these young kids who are going to college, but this is a way that they can earn money for rich people. Or wait, no, hold on. I mean, money. No, it's money for their college.
Yeah, I'm not really for sure how they
Or
do it,
something.
but they're all like college students.
Because you can't take money if you're in college for sports. Well, I guess you can now.
Yeah.
That's something different. So I don't know. But anyway, they're college kids. Man, this dude hit the bases loaded, like ploop, thunk, like just plunking dudes, plop, plop, plop,
Yeah.
plop. And then they pull him out, and the next dude comes in, plop, plops a guy, and they plop another guy the next inning, a couple of them. And then finally, the Pit Spitters guy throws back, and he like barely grazes the dude from the other
Yeah.
team. I'm like, man.
Should have hit him right in the helmet.
Yeah, there'd have been some booties that were sore for sure. And them kids, the other kids were from like Battle Creek. Well, not from Battle Creek because they were from all over
Yeah.
country, but they're playing for Battle Creek. And it's just like, man, what are they teaching those kids up there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not how to pitch, that's for sure. There was a lot of bad fundamentals. I'm like, how are these kids out in college, man?
Exactly.
It was horrible. Maybe because I just wasn't that good that I had to like get the fundamentals down. But like these kids are just like lollygagging, like catching fly balls in the outfield while the dude's tagging up. They're not even trying to get under it in any kind of way to throw the ball. Like it's just,
Yeah, it was
are they
rough.
just like, yeah, I'm out here for my college. I really don't care. I'll catch the ball or I don't catch the ball. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully the game Thursday is better.
I should request permission to go talk to him in the locker room before the game.
You should.
Make a badge and say I'm a scout.
There you go. You could. 217 Recovery Scout.
You know, like, you guys want to play for us? No lollygagging out there.
Straight fundamental.
If they hit 8 people on our team, damn it, we're going to hit somebody in the booty. Give it to them right in the ass. Drill them hard right in the ass. That's what I'll say.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
They'll have to get all up in it.
Well,
Oh, there it
I was
is.
talking about with a baseball.
Yeah.
Like, hit them, like drill them with a baseball, not like,
They'll have to get all up in it.
no, not like,
No. Mitch, stop.
go write a blog, Mitch.
Bye.
No, but thanks for listening. Justin, thanks for, being on with me tonight. I know you could have went home a long time ago, but I appreciate you sticking around to do the podcast. And
Yeah. I still got office work to do yet, and it's only 7 o'clock.
yeah, it's only 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Put on some four. Put on some four.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that.
Or maybe do it tomorrow.
Put on some forte because his friends call him four.
Yeah.
because one of his songs, he's like getting a phone call and he's like, "Yo, 4." The guy's like, "What?" He's like, "4, I thought you was gonna go down there." And yeah, put some 4 on and just get some work done. Chill out. Thanks for tuning in. More details about the pictures, the events, the shirts, all that stuff. 217recovery.com. Tons of resources there. Sober living, food, clothing, a lot of stuff in Michigan. And shout out again to our friends in Texas and Saginaw and our good folks and friends and listeners in New Zealand. Didn't forget about you. I hope you're enjoying winter. Talk to you later.
Later.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. For more episodes plus bonus features, download the 217 Recovery app and support recovery by rating us in the App Store.